All right, when you think about Italian wine, where does your mind go? Probably to the rolling hills of Tuscany, right? Or maybe the big, bold reds from Piedmont. Well, today we're going somewhere else entirely, a place with this incredible ancient history, rugged beauty, and wines that offer just amazing value. And yet somehow it's still one of Italy's best kept secrets. We're talking about Abruzzo. So let me ask you this. If you wanted to find the next great Italian wine region, one with real soul, deep history, and amazing prices, far away from all the tourist traps, where would you even start looking? Well, this place has a winemaking story that goes back thousands of years, but it's really just now starting to get the attention it deserves. And the answer is Abruzzo. It's tucked away there in central Italy, and it's this wild, rugged land of just stunning contrasts. I mean, you have the highest peaks of the Apennine Mountains literally plunging down toward the sparkling Adriatic coast. It's this unique tension, this pull between the mountain and the sea that really gives the wines their character. To really truly get a handle on Abruzzo's wines, you have to first understand its terroir. That special sense of place, the climate, the soil, the landscape that shapes every single grape that grows there. And this right here, this is Abruzzo's secret weapon. It's this incredible dual influence. So on one side, you've got cool air sweeping down from the Apennine Mountains. This causes these huge temperature swings between day and night, which is absolutely key for developing complex aromas and locking in that fresh acidity. But on the other hand, you have the warm breezes coming off the Adriatic Sea, making sure the grapes ripen perfectly. It's literally the best of both worlds for growing grapes. Okay, so now that we've set the stage, let's meet the stars of the show. These are the native grapes that tell the story of Abruzzo in every single glass. And these are not your everyday international grapes. These are true hyper-local heroes. First up, the king of the region, Montepulciano. And let's get something straight right away, because this causes a lot of confusion. We're talking about the grape Montepulciano, which is the heart and soul of Abruzzo. It has absolutely zero connection to the town of Montepulciano over in Tuscany, where they make Vino Nobile from a totally different grape, Sangiovese. It's a classic Italian wine mix-up, but hey, now you know the difference. This really gives you a perfect snapshot of the grape's whole personality. Montepulciano wines, they're typically deep, dark, and pretty powerful. You get all those rich, dark fruit flavors, think blackberry, plum, dark cherry, layered with these savory notes of black pepper and even a little licorice. But what really defines it is the structure. Those firm tannins give the wine a serious backbone, which makes it an absolutely fantastic wine to pair with food. But listen, don't make the mistake of thinking Abruzzo is just a one-trick pony for big reds. That same awesome combo of mountain and sea also creates the perfect conditions for some stunningly crisp and aromatic white wines. So let's look at the two most important whites. First, you've got Trebbiano d'Abruzzo. It's kind of the classic workhorse, and it makes these wonderfully refreshing wines. You get green apple, citrus, maybe a hint of almond. But the real rising star right now is Pecorino. It's just more aromatic, more textured, and it has this incredible, salty mineral finish that comes straight from the region's limestone soils. It's a wine that truly, truly tastes of its place. And this whole winemaking culture, it isn't new. It is ancient. We're talking Roman times here. The craft was kept alive by monasteries through the Middle Ages. And yeah, the phylloxera epidemic in the late 1800s was a disaster, but the region bounced back. The real story, though, has been this powerful renaissance over the last few decades, a big shift away from just making bulk wine to really expressing world-class quality. Okay, so you're intrigued. You're standing in a wine shop, you're staring at that giant Italian section. What should you actually be looking for on the label? Here's a quick and easy guide to help you decode the wines of Abruzzo. First, a super quick look at Italy's quality pyramid. Up at the top, you have DOCG. That's the highest standard. In the middle, and really the sweet spot for finding great Abruzzo wines, is DOC. This basically guarantees the wine's origin and that it was made following specific quality rules. For Abruzzo, looking for that DOC on the label is your best bet for getting an authentic, high-quality bottle. So this table breaks it down for you. These are the three main DOCs you're going to see. You've got the famous red Montepulciano d'Abruzzo, the classic white Trebbiano d'Abruzzo, and then my personal favorite, Cerasuolo d'Abruzzo. It is a bold, deeply colored rosé made from Montepulciano grapes, and it has this beautiful cherry color and just tons of flavor. Trust me, it is not your typical light, pale rosé. So yeah, Abruzzo has this incredibly deep, ancient history, but that doesn't mean it's stuck in the past. Not at all. The winemakers here are looking straight to the future, and they are tackling the challenges of the modern world head on. Like winemakers everywhere, they are on the front lines. Climate change means they have to adapt how they farm to deal with hotter, more extreme weather. In a super crowded global market, they have to fight to tell their own unique story. And maybe most importantly, there's a huge push towards sustainability because protecting this beautiful, wild environment is the only way they can protect the future of their wine. And that's the key, right? The best producers in Abruzzo totally get that the path forward isn't about throwing away their heritage. It's about skillfully blending that ancient tradition with modern, sustainable techniques. That's what ensures the wines are not only authentic to their roots, but are also of the highest possible quality for generations to come. So that leaves us with one last question. In a world where it feels like everything's already been discovered, could Abruzzo, with its wild landscapes and its unique native grapes, be one of the last, most authentic tastes of Italy still waiting for you to find it? Well, there's really only one way to find out. Go grab a bottle and start exploring. Cheers!